What up, y'all? What's going on? Hope y'all having a good and productive week. Welcome to the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. So, I'm going to continue to try to help a demographic that I know is struggling. I know they are. And this demographic is young people. Young people like my daughter in their 30s, going through them trials and tribulations. And because they call me up and they vent to me, and. So now I'm gonna give it to them like this. If I was to sit down with my 40-year-old self over a cup of coffee or a Bud Light or a Miller High Life. I'm drinking Miller High Life now. You know a nigga getting old when he drinking motherfucking Miller High Life. You dig me? Anyway, if I was to sit down with my 40-year-old self, there's like, and tell him some of the lessons that cost me money, cost me time, a few of them cost me relationships. If I could sit down and tell him 10 things that I would, drop 10 bits of knowledge on him, this is what they would be. All right? Go back to my 40-year-old self. So here it is. Number one, I would tell my 40-year-old self, stop living like you're going to be young forever. Stop living like you're going to be young forever. 40 comes a lot faster than 30, And 50 comes a lot faster than 40. You blow through your 40s like they ain't shit. You blam and you 45. You dig me? So you got to start taking care of your body. You got to start taking your workouts more seriously. You got to get your blood work done. You got to get the fingers stuck up your ass and have your prostate checked. You got to do the, female exams as well. But they seem like they already know that. You got to eat better. Health becomes wealth after 40. That shit sound cliche, but it's the damn truth. I'm telling you. Number two, you got to learn the difference between having a motherfucking job and building wealth. Because when you're in your 40s and you working, because I know this, this is how I felt when I was in my 40s and working, that I was just paying the bills, keeping the lights on, you know what I'm saying? Making child support payments because I was divorced. That's what it felt like when I was in my 40s. I was like on a hamster wheel until I bought a house. Had I known then what I know now about owning property, I'd be building wealth from that house. I had the right idea though, but I just didn't follow through on it because my head wasn't in the right space. I had a job, but I failed to build wealth. Number three, stay out of consumer debt in your 40s. Stay away from high interest loans and payday loans and subprime car loans and shit like that. Try not to buy anything that depreciates. Like a new car. Drive used cars. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for that credit. Your motherfucking credit card should work for you. You shouldn't be working for your credit card. You feel me? Because every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar you don't fucking get to keep. And that's in a nutshell. If you can't pay for it or put that shit on, like we used to have layaway back in the day. They got some form of that shit now. You can't save up for it, then you don't really need it. Or you can buy it like on the cheap. I'll talk about more on that later. Number four, your relationship, your love relationship or your partnership, that shit should bring you peace when you're in your 40s, not drama. Because you're both supposed to be building. Love shouldn't feel like you fighting every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Choose somebody that makes your life more peaceful, not more complicated. You know what I'm saying? Chemistry is exciting, but compatibility, that's what lasts. For real. You gotta fall in love with somebody who looks like you. Number 5, stop comparing your timeline to everybody else's. I mean, you look at social media and think everybody's ahead of you and they moving faster than you and they, you know what I'm saying, you behind and all that because you working on their timeline. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your motherfucking life. You and your significant other, y'all got to build your highlight, not somebody else's. Y'all got to build your life. And it can happen faster than you think if you just focus. But you got to stop comparing your timeline to everybody else's that you see, you know, and think that they're ahead of you. Because trust me, they're not. Number 6, this is important. Success doesn't necessarily mean life gets easier. Now you can put a bunch of shit on autopilot, but life does not get easier once you succeed. You got to do things to maintain that success. You dig me? You might wind up with people depending on you. You got to make bigger decisions. You got to work harder. You got to be the first one in the office and the last one out. You got to do that kind of shit. That is how you maintain that success that you work so hard towards. But if you enjoy what you're doing, if you become successful at the thing that you really enjoy doing, then it's no problem at all. But just know, success doesn't mean your life get easy. It often gets a lot busier. Number 7, build multiple income streams. You dig me? I mean, when you're in your 40s, you can't just be dependent on that one job to get you there. Because it ain't going to get you there all by itself. It'll keep the lights on. It'll keep your belly full. It might keep gas in your tank. But in order to live your dream, you got to have something else going on. You dig me? If you're working 8 hours, that one gig, you're going to need to be working 4 hours somewhere else. If nothing else but on your side hustle. Because you got to have a side hustle. You really do. I can say this for myself. In my 40s, I did understand that, and I did have more than one income stream, or I was sunk like a fucking rock. I'm telling you. That drill team money came in handy. So yeah, build multiple income streams. Number 8. And this is another fucking important one. Well, they're all important, but this is real important. You gotta pick the right partner. You know what I'm saying? Picking the right partner to build with, woman, man, whatever, to build with, it could wind up being the biggest financial decision you ever make. You know what I mean? If y'all build together and build equity together, you're building wealth. If y'all build equity together and you split up at some point, you're still building wealth. You don't want to do that, but that could happen, but you could still build wealth. You know what I'm saying? The right person can help you build a life, though. And you can relax and you can focus on the things that you really need to be focusing on. Like your passion and your pet project and your peace and all of that sort of thing. You dig me? You gotta, that person that you choose, they might not be in the package, you know what I'm saying, that you want them to be in. Now, they might not be 6 foot tall, have 6-pack abs and be 6-figure, and she might not have an hourglass figure and all the other things that, you know, you might design in a woman, but that don't mean she is not the right partner or he is not the right partner. You feel me? I used to say back in the day, you want a good woman or a fine woman? A nigga will say both. Sometimes you can't have both. Most times you can't have both. Shit. Anyway, you gotta be careful how you pick your partner. Number 9. I talked about this one earlier. Learn how to not pay full price for anything. You think white people pay full price for anything? They don't. Neither should we. You know what I'm saying? Cars, clothes, electronics, furniture, all that stuff. Compare prices, negotiate, shop around. Wealthy people don't waste money, and neither should you. Never pay full price. And last but not least, okay, you got to build a legacy. You got to build a legacy. One day, right, your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, see, because I got some great-grandchildren, they're not going to remember what kind of car I drive or what kind of truck I drove. What they're going to remember is my wisdom. They're going to remember the legacy I left behind, the things that I did that made me different as a grandparent. It wasn't about what you know what I'm saying? You can try your best to leave a little something that can be split up among them all, but when you got as many as I got, you just gonna have to make it do what it do. But yeah, you gotta build a legacy and a reputation that can be upheld and your kids can be proud of, and they'll be naming their children after you long after you're gone, and your name lives on forever. And that's how that works. So yeah, build a legacy in your 40s. Now these things, this knowledge that I just imparted on you, it's not, you know what I'm saying, they're not rules. And you can add to them and you can take away from them. But this is basically how I made it through my 40s and 50s and into my 60s, well into my 60s. And still, be able to maintain my motherfucking sanity. Bonus tip, be able to put shit in its proper perspective. And don't let shit get blown out of proportion. Some things you can control, some things you cannot. Learn the difference. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm about to do this shit again. TC, and I'm out. Peace.